does show the audio. I just can't hear the audio from my side. But I don't think it's I think that's about right. That looks good. Okay, well, I've never done this on YouTube, so I assume this is going to be like a shorts video. That looks so bad, holy. I don't know, I mean, you can like kind of see it, but it's smushed to like all degree. That is terrible. I don't know why it's making me do that, unless I buy like a, I guess a subscription to like Streamlabs, which unfortunately I don't think I'm going to do, so. What it is. Alright, let's get to it. I'll switch the screens so I'm looking at the camera. Completely minimize this. Alright. My head. I'll go in here and see what I can get for a recruit. Ooh, I can just use a ticket. Alright. See what we get. Yeah, brick anyone on YouTube. Dragapult would be nice. Zoomerells, I don't know. You can use like a belly drum like Citrus Berry said, I guess. Yeah, kind of like whatever. Dragapult's good. I don't know. I mean, I'll rent this, I guess. It's about probably the best option on this list. Got Infiltrator with it, not bad. Let's go. I'm just gonna run it back. If I win again, I think I go to at least like rank 2 or something. I'm playing this 100% free. See how it goes. So what do we got here? We got Venusaur, probably gonna be the Mega. Arkeldon's gonna be annoying, as usual. They could go Delphox Mega, which is, I don't know why they would do that. I feel like it's definitely a Venusaur Mega. I might be wrong though. Definitely Primarina's probably coming out in this. They have a lot of starters for some reason. Like half their team, 4 to 6 Pokemon are starters. 3 of their Pokemon, well, Arkeldon's gonna be neutral, but Sylveon. Kind of thinking. I don't know. The lead's kind of weird on this. I feel like it's gonna be a Oscarada though. So I'm gonna Skarmory. Do this. Primarina scares me. I don't really have anything else on my team but Superior to deal with Primarina. That's kind of one of my biggest like threats in this game right now is Primarina. It's very difficult for my team to deal with this. Arcanine on my team's nice, but in this situation, maybe if I went up against like Venusaur, I could one-shot it, but that's about the only like, benefit I'm going to get out of Arcanine in this situation. Are they going to time out? No, they went down in the last second. Alright. I could Brave Bird. I don't know what they can. They have triple axle usually on this thing, so not the greatest. Actually, they go triple axle. I'm going Steel Wing. They're going to U-turn out of here. All right. I could have set up spikes. Could have been a very good option on that. I don't think weak armor is the move. Yeah. Okay. I think Arkeldon's coming out. I really want that Pokemon on my team, honestly. Arkeldon just be super nice overall. Venusaur's coming out. Alright. I still have a pretty good matchup against this. I don't think that's a complete loss. And it's plus just going to be special attacks, so I'm going to be moving faster than it. I'm just going to be very offensive on this. I don't really want to waste time with Stealth Rock right now. Nothing to me. That is completely. I think they were thinking I was going to switch there. I don't really know why they were thinking I was going to switch. They have Masquerada, Venusaur. They're weak to Brave Bird. We're just going ham boning with this. I'm just straight up going for it. Okay, get the KO. Horrible switching. I don't really know what that deal was. Then I mean, they probably thought I was doing like rocks. Even on any situation, I don't know why he was switching Venusaur there. If I do rocks, it's a complete net gain for me. If I go Brave Bird, it's a net gain for me. There's almost no reason to switch into Venusaur there. I'm not a fan of Primarina, like I said, but I brought Superior just in case they brought Primarina. In this case, I'm kind of switching. Yeah, because I feel like they would have ran triple axle if they had triple axle on Masquerada. So I don't think they have triple axle. So I'm going to go Sylveon here. Conserve Skarmory to take out Masquerada. I'm just getting really good neutral damage on this. I think Superior might have been a better move overall, just because. But then again, it's also a trade-off because if they go like a Moonblast, could hurt me pretty bad there. Anyway, I'm gonna go Hyper Voice. If they switch out, they're dead. If they stay in, they're taking damage. Should go with this, really no problem. I'm gonna go Hyper Voice again. Going straight into it. Not a huge deal, honestly. Alright, fair enough. I think for me, that's probably the most usage I'm going to get out of Sylveon in this matchup, so I'm fine with that. Straight into Superior. If they go into, I don't think Glare is a bad option here. So I feel like a switch might be very... Could Hyper Beam this. I'm gonna actually... This is very debatable on which one's better, Glare or Leaf Storm. I feel like if they switch in, Masquerada still... I think I'm just gonna go Leaf Storm. I mean, I can't help that. That's just like how it goes. I feel like I'm still in a positive situation, not by much, but still in a positive situation. I don't know if Superior is faster than Masquerada. I don't think so, and I think they can Flower Trick. If I hit that first hit, that would have been an insanely positive lead on this. If I hit that first hit and didn't get hit, there'd be no way I can use this essentially. Now I'm in a kind of a weird state here. I'm gonna go Hyper Beam. If I move first, I'm pretty sure it's Oko's. I do have Quick Claw, so there is a chance of it proccing like low chance, 20%. I mean, we're talking like not that like significant. If it procs, I mean, go for it, you know. Fuck, dude, really? 2 times? All right, that's just unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, you can't like. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it is what it is. 5% chance. I mean, sure. Yeah, we're just gonna go steal wing on this. I mean, I think I'm gonna die, but yeah, it's stabbed. I don't know, man. This game kind of be weird sometimes. I mean, I don't know how my defense rose. Is that actually a thing? With steal wing? Hold on. I didn't know that. Hold on. 10% chance. That's kind of insane. I think Power Gen is special, but regardless, that's kind of insane. Alright, I got robbed, but it is what it is. Alright. That's unfortunate. I mean, we'll take what we can get, but at the same time, though, I've noticed this game, if you have something that's not 100% chance, it's not even, like, against you. I just don't think that... I think this game actually is very... I don't want to say... I just don't... If you have, like... I don't think this game wants you to win a ton in a row. So, like, essentially, like, the higher you go up, I think if you have a chance to miss, the, like, more likely it is to miss. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I can't prove that. I can't prove it, but that's what I feel like. Because there's no way on any metric that I should have missed a Leaf Storm into a Hyper Beam back to back. On both scenarios winning me the game. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. I'm still buttered over that, I can't lie. That is ridiculous. Yeah, what's up, what is it, Jose? How's it going? I mean, Mega Floette, sorry about the screen, by the way. It's unfortunate for YouTube viewers. Mega Floette's annoying to deal with. That's just how it goes. I'm just gonna just straight up go all gas on this, no brakes, because I don't really have an option here. Just bring Superior, just cause. They're sending out Zoroark, but it's not Zoroark, but you can see it's Zoroark. That's kind of crazy. I don't know, that should be adjusted. So they can't hit me with a fire move here. I know a lot of coverage is there for fire, so I'm just going to switch into Arcanine. Now, it could be also Skarmory. They could switch it up, so who knows, right? It doesn't matter. Flare Blitz is going to take care of either one. Flare Blitz into this. If it's Zoroark, it's going to take out like 3/4 of his health. Skarmory's going to Oko. Yep, doesn't matter. I'm just going to extreme speed, and it's done. They did Swords Dance. It doesn't matter. They use Swords Dance twice. You're not Zoroark. I'm gonna take care of this. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. I mean, I might not kill it, but it's at a low enough health where I do think it should kill. And definitely a percentage or two off there. Pick up the kill. Nice. They're most likely running Zoroark if that's the case, unless they named everybody on the team Zoroark, which is a smart strat, so we don't really know. I have not faced this Mega yet, to be honest. Seems to be very odd. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of staying in here though, so I'm gonna switch to Superior. They definitely should have Ice Beam on this, but I think it's a physical attacker, so it might have like Ice Kick. I don't really know. Okay, that's fine. If I move first, which I don't think I do, but who knows? I'm gonna Leaf Storm into this. If I move first, this thing's gonna be down to like no health. I don't know how fast it is though. I would assume it's faster than me. It has legs for crying out loud. I have like no legs. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I can't really do a lot against that. I mean, this thing is like straight up bodies my team right now, so I can't really do much. The only thing I can do is switch out here to go back to Skarmory, and then switch back in with Intimidate, so I get like 2 to like attack drops, and then I'll hopefully be able to do something with it, but doubtfully. Press an X to doubt on that one. I mean, the amount of like the attack on this is just absurd. That's just like a ton of attack. I know it has huge power, but like still, that's a lot. Gonna Brave Bird and hope for the best. It's gonna move faster than me though, it doesn't matter. Okay, Sheets, how's it going? Yeah, it's over. I can't do anything against this. So whenever I see this thing from now on, all I'm going to do is just bring in Mega Dragonite. I know it has Ice Spinner, but Thunderbolt should be able to cover it. It is hard to deal with. I mean, I can't lie. That's just a tough. That's a tough Pokemon to deal with. It's it does a ton of damage. It's probably really good in singles for that reason. I just want to see if I think I've seen a lot more Starmies than I had originally, so I think more people are having access to it. Frankly, I wouldn't even mind using it. It'd be kind of nice. King Gamma would be nice against it. A lot of people are using Aegislash to probably deal with it directly, which, I mean, fair enough. I've been very, very much considering the Machamp set. This thing is kind of nuts, honestly. Not Dynamic. I don't even think I would use Dynamic Punch, because there's a better move in my opinion on this now called Storm Throw. It's always a crit, so you're doing basically 120 base power. Even without no guard, this is still a really good ability. I mean, what's this other ability? Guts? Frankly, I almost think Guts is better than no guard for this Pokemon at this point. Mega Kick would be nice, because it's just straight up doing a ton of damage for neutral on everything. Fire Blast, classic set. You gotta run Fire Blast if you're running Machamp. Actually, yeah, I would say you have to. I think it's an absolute very good option. Stone Edge would be nice, but to me, to counter that Pokemon, it has Psychic though, so I don't really know. But not many people are running Psychic moves. knockoff would be nice. Also, knockoff's kind of interesting in this meta because if you're going up against a Mega, you can't knock off their Mega Stones, so you always are able to do like double damage with like knockoff. So knockoff is probably one of the better moves in the game right now, strictly off that alone. Like if I'm running this Pokemon, it's gonna be something like this. Frankly, I don't think having a lot of HP on a Pokemon that's supposed to be a glass cannon benefits anything. So I would like to take this completely off and just invest it onto this. Really, if I'm going negative, I do like Fire Blast a lot because it does a ton of damage. And it also is the only special move you're going to have on this guy, so it can cover stuff like Corviknight's Iron Defense and all that. So I wouldn't invest negative into that. I think probably, but defense is already kind of bad. I don't know. It's I think switching this to so I would go definitely attack up and probably special defense down. I think No Guard is fine, but if I had the option to put like Flame Orb or Toxic Orb on this guy, I'd do that in a heartbeat. And put Guts on him. I think that's fine. That's a cool set. Honestly, putting a Scarf on this dude wouldn't even be that bad. I think Mega Dragonite's kind of okay. I don't even think it's that good of a Mega. I just think it has a lot of coverage. For just anything you really want coverage on, you can slap it on a team and just have it cover things you just don't have access to. Tyranitar is nice. I think this team is fine. Superior is probably the only thing I would get rid of. I do like my set on Superior, but I do think it's kind of a it's just that a lot of water Pokemon cover Ice Beam. It's very common, so it's just not as effective. Slow King. Let me see how this guy works. No one's using this Pokemon, but in Showdown, this Pokemon is used a ton, like a lot. This Pokemon is very bulky. It can deal with a lot of threats. I wouldn't even spec into anything attack-wise. If I was, it'd be like just a little bit like that, and then all in defense. Shadow Ball, Toxic, Future Sight. That Shadow Ball and Toxic. Future Sight's the only thing I might get rid of. You have your Eerie Spell. What is that? Removes 3 feet. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Unless you're like, but there's really not a lot of stalling in this. Curse, I don't think so. Nasty Fly might be good. Taunt would be kind of good actually. But that's situational. I would only use Taunt if I'm like making like a doubles team. I don't think it's going to be that useful in singles. Yawn, now that might be useful. This set seems very gross. If I'm doing Yawn though, do I need Toxic? Amnesia, that boosted by what, 2? Not bad. Calm Mind wouldn't be that bad, but it's not. I don't really think it's gonna be a sweeper. Honestly, Protect might be like the move here. Could have done this a lot better. Yeah, Protect might be the move, and then putting Leftovers on it would be pretty nuts. Own Tempo. Regenerator. Yeah, this is. If something has Regenerator, everything else doesn't matter. It's the best ability in the game. You're not going to beat Regenerator. The only thing that even can like come close is like Magic Guard or some ability that's just like, just to the point where just mentioning it is just busted. Regenerator in any format's insane. It's one of the best. And then also the Switch Out move, which I think is what I would replace Psychic and Shadow Ball with. What is it? It's Chilly Reception. That's a switch out move, which is nice. I don't really want to put Chilly Reception on, because I'm going to do that. I was going to Mega Frostless. So I do have Frostless for that reason, this Pokemon. I don't know much about what this thing can do. I just know that's ability. Snow Warning is really nice. Kind of nuts. Yeah, I think if I'm running this, I mean, Icy Wind is not. Aurora Veil is, you have to run Aurora Veil with this thing. There's no, why would you run Snowscape with this thing? That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. So, what else is this thing learn? Trailblaze, not useful. Thunderwave could be good. I could see that being nice. Ice Shard, I could see that. But it's already really fast, though. I don't know why you would really spec into Ice Shard. I mean, a Ghost move would be nice. I feel like Destiny Bond, if anything, is probably the most useful Ghost move on this. Unless you're just going, like, offensive, I guess. Can you switch a Rue a Mega Stone? Let me see. Okay, you can't take them. So what's the point of switcheroo in this format? You can't actually do anything with that move. That move is garbage. You can't like switch your Mega Stone. That's stupid. Taunt might be useful. That actually might be a good move on this. Draining Kiss. Yeah, I can see that. That's a good move. Yeah, let's check that out. I think Draining Kiss would be sufficient for this. Ability. That actually, frankly, was using, I don't know, 25% is not enough to be like really good. Actually, that might be kind of nice. Yeah, hold on, because then I can switch this to like some other move. Haze would be nice, so I can remove status buffs. I've been wanting a Pokemon with Haze. Hold on. Putting Taunt and Haze is kind of redundant though. So I'd say probably. You know what? You could Taunt in a Destiny Bond. You could do that. This would be a casual format first to see if this even like works in theory. Destiny Bond. I think that's actually kind of a cool set. That is a very scummy set, but kind of cool. Special attack speed, I'm fine with this set. So I think I might have a low on 9-Tails. Which would be the classic Aurora Veil setter. I've seen a Alolan 9-Tails. You can use that in this game, I know that. But what Mega would be better than Frostless in the snow, though? What moves does this thing even have? I know it's ability. This thing's Mega ability is very good. I would say it's one of the best. It's just not on like probably the best of Pokemon, but it is pretty nuts. This thing's all special attack, right? There's no reason would you put Sword Stance on this? That's ridiculous. Weather Ball would be neat. It's always going to be fire. I think Weather Ball with this actually would be pretty cool. Synthesis, it's always acting as if it's in the sun, so I could see that. I think that set alone is like kind of nice. Really doesn't matter. I need to adjust that at all. I kind of want to get this to work, but I don't think it will work. Just because I don't. Snow is such a. I mean, this thing is Slush Rush, so it increases its speed in snow. But it's just, it's not. Beartic just kind of sucks. Ice just kind of sucks still. It's not. This is not really a good archetype, but I'm just saying that there is like some possibility with Slowking. I'm trying to think. So. How do you... I can't really deal with Mega Starmie on my team. That's like kind of the issue. I could bring Dragonite, but the only thing I can really like hit it hard with. But even at that, it's not that hard because it's like not a non-stab move. Tyranitar is gonna eat dirt with it. It's not gonna be that good because it's gonna basically like hit it once and then it'll die. I think Incineroar might be a pretty solid option against it. King Gambit might be just an overall better pick. I think just having King Gambit's just nuts. Let me do this real quick. Let's just check out its moves. I don't really think there's a time where you'd want to use that. Just replace this with Sucker Punch real quick, because that's what you gotta use. And then, let's see. I think Zen Headbutt's fine in case there's a fighting type Pokemon. You can just do something. There's never really a fighting type Pokemon, so I might change that. X-Scissor is nice. Poison Jab for Fairy might be cool, but it doesn't really matter. So I can stick a Steel move on this. What's 100%? Yeah, I mean, Iron Fist was good. I just don't think there's ever like an actual reason to like cover for fighting type. I have enough dark stuff to cover Ghost and Psychic. You know what? Brick Break or one of these fighting moves just to deal with either Tyranitar or another King Gambit is probably the move to go with. I think that's pretty solid. Low kick. We'll go with Brick Break. Defiant, yeah. Get out of here with that. Everyone knows you're using Supreme Overlord. Special defense. I don't even know if that's like worth. Is this speed stat even worth investing into? Because I can just Sucker Punch. It doesn't really matter. why you would even like consider lowering its defense when you can just like lower its special attack. Yeah, that's what it should look like. I'm gonna put a sash on this guy. Superior is fine. I've actually been using a lot of Superior. I'll be honest, I don't even know if I want Dragonite. Dragonite is good, but it's like, if anything's running an ice move, which a lot of Pokemon are, it just instantly dies to anything, especially Triple Axle. Super vulnerable to that. And also the synergy with Tyranitar and Dragonite is horrible, since basically Sand chips Dragonite regardless. I actually like the Lumberry better on Tyranitar than its Mega. I think I am going to do that. I think this team is kind of unconventional, but I think it's a overall better team. I could put a Choice Scarf on it, but I don't think that's really worth it, to be honest. I'll put a Focus Sash on it for now, but I'm gonna go check what's available in the store. Let's see, what have we got here? I mean, I could put black sunglasses on him. That's an option, but I don't know if the Sucker Punch is worth it, to be honest. I don't think this is a bad team. I just like literally went through like 3 Pokemon just to be like, yeah, I just want one. Just want one. Only one. I just want King Gambit. But the nice thing is, King Gambit, just having it on your team makes people second guess what you're going to put on your team, because it's like that much of a force. You put it on, I mean, it forces people to consider it every time. So that's good. I do think, what do they have? They have 2 physical attackers, so I'm going to probably bring definitely Arcanine. Arcanine's 100% being brought. I'm just considering what my lead is going to be. Sylveon's also being brought. They bring that Milotic, I can't do anything against it without Superior. Or is that true? I'm actually going to be bold here. I'm going to predict this. Into this. And this. Gonna be bold. Gonna be bold. Garchomp or the lead of Umbreon. One of the 2. I will. Nice. Did I bring? I think I did. want to switch in right now because they're in this ice beam me. So I kind of want to see what they're doing. I'm just going to use Mystic Fire. Get that special attack lowered. I'm just gonna stall it. I don't care. I'm just gonna stall it. Just keep doing this over and over again until I switch. I don't like this matchup at all. They're technically winning on this right now. Doesn't really matter a whole lot, honestly. Alright. I'm gonna glare on this. Yeah. That's what you like to see right there, baby. Light screen. Oh, am I getting this set up? I don't think it's gonna kill me though. I think with the light screen, if it's supposed to do a recover, fine. I think I'm still in kill range. I honestly think I am. Yep. Yeah, baby, we broke the wall. Let's go. Now my special attack is absolutely like insane. Don't care. Glare all day. Yep. Dude, you cannot be joking right now. That is... The game is so dumb. I literally think it plans on, like, something happening. It's just kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I knew I had a sash. That's why I put glare on. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Really didn't matter at all in that case. I knew he had a sash because it's just how that one is supposed to be, like, really weak. Alright. So we're going to lose. Quick attack, end him. It's also paralyzed, so it doesn't really matter what I do. But whatever. Whatever. You did. Make a low bunny? Alright. That's what this is, that's what it is. Hyper voice on this. If I don't die in one hit, this thing is dead. So if I do die though, I'm probably not gonna live. That's how it goes. I could have quick attacked and just got like a guaranteed probably like quarter health. Alright, now I'm gonna quick attack. And fair enough. It is a pretty big stab damage on that, but I don't know how much more. Even if I live the next turn, which is unlikely. Like good. If not, then I'm just gonna do about a quarter health here. Which will probably put me in range of Brave Bird. What has triple axes? That's not good. There's a chance. There's a chance in this, but it's unlikely. Knowing how this game goes. Very weird that he used that instead of triple axle. I mean, on that alone, they're going to lose. And they kind of deserve it on that, I'm not going to lie. Triple axle would have been just a straight up better choice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I would use close combat on that. Triple axle was really super effective. It didn't matter if I had weak armor or not. It would have been a better option overall. Play one more, probably go get something to eat. A little snack or something. I don't really think there'll be a lot of times where I use King Gambit, to be honest. I just think that there's the threat of King Gambit on my team, so people are gonna like spec out for that. That's why they chose Low Plenty for that. King Gambit also just has a ton of weaknesses. So, in this case, we're looking at here, we got Primarina. Kind of this just seems to be like a pretty average setup for this game, totally honest. I'm going to predict a Corviknight lead. I'm going to send out Arcanine. And then, honestly, this is pretty much it. This is within like these 4 Pokemon I can arguably counter a lot of things. They show up. Gengar isn't a huge issue. I just do damage to it and then it kind of dies. It goes away. Mainly with what's up, Ethan? How's it going? Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my stream. Hopefully the gym went well. Yeah, I'm just kind of. This is my team that I've been running. Just, you know, nothing crazy. Really, I mean. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm predicting a Corviknight lead on this. I think everything else I can deal with relatively easily. Except Charizard. Charizard is probably the only thing I really can deal with that well. Garchomp, I mean, this is a tough team for me to deal with, but I think I can manage it. We'll see. Garchomp lead? Okay. Not really good. Choice Berry Candid, yeah. This is just a really bad matchup. I can't do much. I mean, I'm basically sacking him here, but I can't really switch in because I'm going to get Sylveon hurt by Earthquake or something. Actually, can I switch into Superior here? It does have, I think I can because I put Intimidate on him, so I think I have a pretty good option here. I'm going to switch into Superior. Okay, they switched. Okay. Corviknight, not really good for me, but I have Glare. But it has Pressure. It doesn't have Mirror Armor. That's really good for me. Freaking, why would you put Pressure on this thing instead of Mirror Armor? So we're gonna put Glare on it. And even if they switch back in, it doesn't matter. I don't think they're gonna switch back in, but you never know. Glare hits ground, so overall, good. I'm streaming on YouTube right now, and it's like a vertical format, and it looks horrible. Alright, the Brave Bird, there it is. Not having mirror armor on this thing is crazy, because I can just switch into I essentially force a swap here. That's what I'm doing. I'm forcing a swap straight into something else. Because I don't know why you would never put mirror armor on this thing. There's never a reason not to have mirror armor, because I'm just doing what I did here, lowering his attack. They're going to switch into Garchomp most likely. I'm going to switch into Sylveon. Then I'm going to gain a massive lead. That's just how this works. And then they're going to switch back in, and then I'm going to use Mystical Fire. That's kind of the play here. So now I'm going to switch in here. They're going to switch into Garchomp. And if they don't, I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Unless you use like Iron Defense or something like that, but I'm like pressuring it heavily with this Flare Blitz. They're going to use Iron Defense. Alright, fair enough. They can get rid of Sylveon here with either like Steel Wing or Body Press. I think maybe Body Press. I probably have like 2 turns on that, but I'm still going to use Mystical Fire. Hitting it for a special side. Come on. Now they're in a really rough position because if they switch into Garchomp by Hyper Voice, they're dead. But they can Poison Jab me, so they're just gonna take this. 1 health, nice. Find out what the 3rd Pokemon is here. I still have all 3 of mine, so I can use a sack. Gengar is kind of an issue. Can I deal with Garchomp if I don't have Sylveon is the issue here. I can. That's like kind of the issue, man. It's gonna be Mega. I guarantee it's Mega. I forgot I haven't. I always forget Intimidate. I don't know why. No, I think I could have actually swamped in and like dealt with it. But it has Poison Jab or some sort of poison move. Yeah, that's probably game, honestly. This is my team, like, it's just straight up faster, and it's like weak to everything. I should have considered that when I was looking at team selection. This would be the time where I need King Gambit. If I King Gambit in this would be GG's for them. Alright, if I see Gengar, I'm just throwing King Gambit on my team. Yeah, it is what it is. I had like a clear shot to win too, just so this thing came out. Well, actually, speaking of unlucky, you weren't here for this one, but I missed a Leaf Storm and Hyper Beam back to back, and if I hit either of those, I would have won the match. Not gonna lie, that was the first match I had on here, and it broke a 4-win streak, so that was very that sucked. I'm not gonna lie, that was unfortunate. So they're running a Talk Specs. I don't have a whole lot to deal with Talk Specs. I'm gonna use King Gambit because I can deal with it somewhat with that. Pre-Marina is still unfortunate. Yeah, back to back. I was like, this is kind of insane. They're like 90%, then 95%. I think this game honestly has a thing where if you win too many times in a row and you're not using 100% accurate moves, I think it makes you miss on purpose. That's my theory. That sounds kind of like I just like bitter losing, but I feel like that's happened to me like quite a bit in this game. I think this is like the best option for this. Yeah, the Charizard will be a problem. Hopefully I don't use it. Pre-Marina seems to be a very common. Like if it's on their team, they're going to be using it type situation. At least get like 2 hits in, I think. Or at least 1. If it's Charizard Y, that is gonna suck. But rocks are up, so it's gonna do probably times 4 to it, so it'll take out about half its health. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, this game is very unforgiving with like misses. I don't really understand how it works. Because I literally think it's like, I wouldn't say cheating, but it's very much like, I don't think it's like the right stats in my opinion. Like chances. Okay. It doesn't really. I'm just gonna play this. I don't know really why that was just a bad move on my part. I could have just 100% ended its career and then cleared the next one. I thought it might like force a switch out, but it wasn't. I should have thought that that was just like not as critical because it's already at half health. It's like me being dumb. I might use Sword Dance. I might get away with like 1 Hyper Beam. Gonna use Wolf Punch. Alright. That was a smart move. I mean, I lost this one too. It is what it is. Darmanitan. I think it might be pretty good. I don't know if it would be very good. Kato Cleave for like neutral damage. Yeah, I misplayed that. I could have easily just like, I probably could have gone into a pretty big advantage here. Flare Blitz to start off aggressively. Yeah, that's what a Arcanine is. But its attack isn't as like good. I thought it made Swords Dance last turn, but this is what it is. Sucker Punch won't kill. I have to use Kato Cleave. Yeah. Yeah, hold on by the sash. If this is Charizard, I might be able to actually win. Okay, hear me out, hear me out. If this is Mega, which it should be, half health. Sucker Punch might be able to kill. Might be able to kill. I don't know if it's Y, it might be a legitimate shot. Ooh, just like that. Just like that. Ooh, let's go, let's go. Heck yeah, all hopes lost. King Gambit comes in for the clutch. That one was nuts. It didn't have to be that close. I really misplayed when I used Glare instead of Leaf Storm, because there should have been no way they were like gonna. Yeah, that one was close. Oh, they might have the Mega Heracross on this. Might, as in it's the only option for. Actually, they have Gyarados. I don't think I've ever seen a Mega Gyarados though. Either way, Sylveon is a needed Pokemon this time, because that's going to cover both Megas. Volcarona might be very annoying. That would be nuts. I've seen stuff like that happen. That is a legitimate thing. That would be crazy. I mean, I'd be like, well played. I can't even like be angry at that. Honestly, I think we're just going King Gambit like every time, pretty much. I have to use Sylveon to cover for both of the Megas. Tyranitar can cover Volcarona specifically. King Gambit can deal with whatever else is like left over. We can even deal with our King Gambit. The only one that I'm kind of worried of is Napoleon, which I would expect them to bring at this point. Napoleon won't be fun to deal with. Honestly, I can Dragon Dance or just like Stone Edge. Actually, never mind. I'm intimidated. Never mind. Nah, you know what? You know what? We're going for it. We're Dragon Dancing. They're gonna Waterfall or whatever. It's gonna do like probably 3/4 of my health. That's insane. I think that's some bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and a crit. That's why. That is some bullshit. Literally, whatever I switched into right there would have died too. It wouldn't have mattered. So I'm happy I like stayed out of that. Weakness policy would be very good, I agree. I don't even think that's unlucky. That's just like the game being the game. I literally think the crit chance is like just it benefits whoever the game wants to win. I'm not trying to be like that, but I also don't think I'm wrong. I definitely had a chance to survive. If that was not a crit, I would have 100% lived it. This Pokemon is just like absurdly difficult to deal with if you're like on the wrong side of it. I'm just gonna keep spamming Mystical Fire. I don't really care what it does. I'm just gonna keep lowering its special attack. You're one away. That's unfortunate. I think, like I said, I really do think that this game has like a vendetta to like let people win like a massive win streak in a row. Oh really? That must be very frustrating then. Yeah, okay, I just walled it essentially. Use a double team. Oh, that's I don't like that strat. That's some. No, I wouldn't like that at all. There's a reason why that stuff's like banned in like Showdown. Evasiveness is stupid. I don't know what this thing's gonna do, but I'm not gonna find out. I can't die with it. And frankly, this thing can use Mystical Fire and I'm still in an advantage. Or like Flamethrower, doesn't matter. Wow. Alright. Like, I get it, but like, again with the crit, it's just like, the game's just handing out these crits willy-nilly. I think this game is very, like I said, I don't really know what to think about it. I just think it really is dependent upon what the game wants you, like who wants to win and stuff like that. Like getting a crit chance and getting a burn is like, that's another thing. It's like mirrored. So if you have like a negative, like if you miss, they're probably going to get paralysis. I've seen that too a lot, where it's like, or you miss, they miss. So the game doesn't like, it either like screws you over specifically, or like it screws both people over at the same time. I'm not really a big fan of that. I think that is game design. I don't really think it's true RNG is what I'm trying to say. I think Showdown's true RNG, and I think that RNG can sometimes just be horrible, or it can be like really good. But you're not missing a Leaf Storm and a Hyper Beam back to back. Like in reality, like that's insane. I'm getting stalled out here, but I don't have another option, so I'm just gonna keep doing this. Like, let's put it this way, the amount of times I've seen 10% chance odds proccing is way more than what 10% chance odds are. That's what I can say. I can say that with wholehearted in this game. That's for special, like, side effects, like getting burned by flamethrowers. I think it might be like 20% chance, but like, I've had 2 defense boosts from Steel Wing for Skarmory. I've had like things miss that are like 5%, 10% chances, way more than they should. I don't know. I think the game is a little bit unfair as far as that goes. Man, such riveting gameplay right now. Her Moonlight has to be out, there's no way. I don't even know why they don't hit me with a Moonblast or that. I mean, it's just like I'm already like in the kill zone, I don't get it. And they have a Calm Mind set up, like this game's like GG's. I'm considering switching for one of these move slots with Wish, but I also don't really know if that's like the right move. Wish would be really nice though, because in situations like that, I just like throw Wish up in the air and they're like force a switch or do something. I don't even know. I should be faster than like Mega Gyarados. I think this thing's slow. If I'm not, then it's just like what it is. But I feel like I should be faster. And if I hit it, Elko's on like one hit. I don't know how it's faster. I don't think it should be faster. Alright. There's another one. So from what I've seen, if someone has Zoroark on their team, they're gonna use Zoroark somewhere. That Frost last lead is annoying. I just feel like that I need a wall. I just straight up kill a bunch of stuff with it. Pasky Legion is crazy. I agree with that. I think Aurora Veil turn 1 is just that's a tried and true strat. That is very easy to deal with. That's what's gonna happen here. Ooh, Arcanine turn 1. Interesting. That is the worst case scenario for my setup right here. Is it? Wow, that is bad. That is, I mean, I have Bulldoze, but like still. I'm gonna switch because I can intimidate it. If I hope it did not use a rock move Will-O-Wisp. That is, okay. Alright, that's not even that bad. That is, I would say, a net positive. Bulldoze. Oh, that's freaking Zoroark. Freaking whatever. That's just how it goes. Close combat and whatever. Do whatever. Use a Brave Bird. They have a sack on it for sure. They don't? Wow. Okay. Did not expect that. I don't know why you took basically like a Pokemon that's like paper thin health and like didn't put a sash on it. Heck yeah. That's a pretty good lead or whatever. I'm just gonna stay in here. I hope it doesn't have any like boosting moves because it can boost and like actually like win right here. But I don't have like a good switch in. Rock Slide, okay, sure. I'm just going to be doing some damage, that's all. just feeling like not missing today, so I'm just gonna use a Brave Bird. Kind of stupid, but I don't want to miss Steel Wing, and that happens a lot in this case. Or they're gonna use Extreme Speed, that's fine. I don't know which one's faster. I kind of feel like really it doesn't matter a whole lot which one's faster in this case. Well, I win either way. I have a sash. You're right. They did think I was gonna switch, but there's like no. I mean, this game is done. This game is over right now for me. That's why it doesn't matter. So all I'm gonna do is Kowtow Cleave on this guy and call it a good night. If I lose, that's very unfortunate, but I don't think I am. Brick Break, I mean, I could use Brick Break. It doesn't really change anything, and just stab is very good, so I'm just going to use Kowtow Cleave, especially with my leg. Whatever. Oh, they're using Flare Blitz, yeah. That didn't even drop me to 1 health, that's insane. That is actually crazy. Alright, well, that's game. That was tank. I did not expect that at all. I did spec in the defense a little bit, but like still, I feel like I should have dropped me to like 1 health, but we take those. Thank you. They had 2 really frail Pokemon in the team. They had Zoroark, which I don't think will die in 1 hit to like Flare Blitz, but it dies pretty quickly to Flare Blitz. Thank you. Ooh, are they running a Mega Sharpedo? That's kind of crazy. I tried that. I just didn't think it was that good. Maybe it'll prove me wrong. Speaking of that, this is how you actually run Sharpedo. You run them with Protect the first turn, you get a speed boost, off speed boost, then you Mega Evolve. If I can predict this right, I can send King Gambit out, Brick Break. I might kill it in 1 hit. And I just go through Protect. That would be insane. That'd be like the most useful thing you can possibly get out of Brick Break. Synesthesia, that's kind of crazy. I don't, if that thing uses Cell Smash, that's annoying to deal with too. A lot of their Pokemon are Steel, so Sandstream won't do a whole lot, but I think I can't let Komodo get like Clinging Souls off. I think we're just running the off-brand team right here. Sharpedo first. Alright, we're gonna Protect. That is a guaranteed. Intimidate turn 1 on Mega Sharpedo is actually very nice. Very nice. I'm actually just going to throw out Sylveon since I have the Intimidate on it. And they're going to Protect most likely. They're going to Protect or Switch. One of the 2. Now it can learn Poison, Crunch, whatever. Yeah, see. I didn't know they were going to do that, or else I would have thrown out King Gambit and just ruined his day. Turn 1. So we're going to Harpy Voice this. Hyper Voice. Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to like 100% die to that, or it just doesn't matter. So this thing's going to Cell Smash. What I could do to be absolutely mean, which I'm not, because I want to like win, but I could switch an Arcanine just to give it stat drop so it's wider, it gets consumed. But we're gonna Shadow Ball this while it Shell Smashes, and then it's gonna die. So, that's it. That's it. Wow, 1 HP. Alright. That's a little bit rough. I can't lie, that is kind of rough. I don't know how that did only half, less than half. Maybe I did a high roll. I don't really know how that even worked, to be honest. Doesn't matter a whole lot. I can just quick attack, but still. Yeah, I got quick attack. I'm just surprised I like lived on like 1 HP. That's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, that is clutch up right there. Komodo. That's a wild call right there. I cannot lie. Full HP and you're sending out Komodo. Wow, that is insane. And then you stat buff where you're gonna lose half your health by default. I mean, oh, it's soundproof. You're right. You're right. I honestly, I got played right there. I completely forgot about soundproof. Oh wow, they locked me into this. That's kind of crazy. That is crazy. I mean, good for them. I did not think of that at all. All right, that is kind of crazy. Yeah, that went from like a really positive situation and not good. Let's run a shadow ball and do it again. That's bold. That's really bold. I mean, the citrus berry play, sure. I mean, I did not expect that by any means. That's kind of crazy. What does it stat buff? Let me see what it does to him. Everything's up. Okay, that's not good. That is definitely not good. I'm gonna shadow ball again, hope for the best. Iron Head? Alright. I mean, it is what it is. I totally forgot soundproof of this thing. I got baited in so hard right there, quick blinding secret. I don't think I have an out for this, I'll be honest. I mean, I can extreme speed, but I can't. I think the only thing I can do is extreme speed, hopefully bring it down low enough to where I can sash. Actually, intimidate might be really useful there, because I can use play rough, and that should kill it. Always bring it down to like very low. They can't switch. I mean, if I miss, I miss. But like, they can't switch heroes, so Sharpie is like dead in one hit. Why do you so down for the offensive set? Fair enough. What is Quiet? I don't know much about the nature, to be honest. I know what they do. I just don't know like off the top of my head like how they like operate. All right. Yeah, I think I still won the game. But that is crazy. Yeah, this kind of sucks because I can't really do a whole lot here. They're just gonna protect. I can extreme speed. I don't think it goes past. Or protect's like the fastest thing in the game. I think it's like +6. Oh, I can't. Crazy. Are they not mega evolving? Like, what's going on? Using what? Well, I mean, yeah, I can see that. But still, now they're gonna mega evolve. It doesn't matter though. I have a sash. It's just gonna die. Brick break. Brick break. Megas Rapido should be a lot stronger than Rizlet, honestly, but like I just could not one-shot anything with it. So like, being that it's outspeeding everything, You would have to use Sword Stance, Speed Boost, then Mega Evolve. And by that point, you're already like a half health, so you're pretty much using like a stat boosting with like Flaming Souls. There you go. Alright. Let's see what we can do. We got 3 potential megas here. I don't know why you would run Mega Steelix. That seems very... They may, but that seems very not optimal. Mega Dragonite could be good for them. If they're running Mega Dragonite, I just run Tyranitar. Oh no. Everybody's coming in, aren't they? Yeah, we'll do this, and then Whimsicott technically is like the best lead for them. I'll do that, and then in case they do Mega Gengar, I'll send in Supreme Overlord. I think this is probably the best thing I can do here, covering all bases. How's it going, Scooby? Ooh, the Gengar up front. Just flare blitzing this thing, hopefully it'll come. Yeah. Ooh, they put a sash, it's not Mega? Alright. Ooh, and the burn. Wow, okay, this guy's getting really bad. That's unfortunate. The burn never really happens. It's like a 20% chance. Yeah, we all know about Gengar. Steelix is probably in a Mega Evolve just because I said it was really bad like 9 times. This isn't really the most optimal Pokemon to be out here for this. You know what? I'm still going for a flare, but it's disabled. That's rough. I have to click it twice to make sure it was. Yeah, it's looking at Tyranitar. That is unfortunate. Of all the moves to use right there, Body Press was not on the menu for me. They'll actually a lot more damage than I thought it would, to be honest. I consider that. Ooh, and they got burned too. Dude, this guy's getting like RNG to like the 9s and back. Tyranitar really hasn't gotten worse by power creep. It's like it's to the point like there's only a few Pokemon that really are as good as like Tyranitar. It's just because it sets sand, so it does passive damage, and then it just can like Dragon Dance up to like do insane amounts of damage. There's like 5 sets you can do with them. That's the main reason it can like fit on almost every team. And his dark type, so knockoff got buffed, which is a super good move. So overall, like, it's a really solid Pokemon. This thing I'm about to use is this Pokemon that I'm about to send out. I might lose. I don't know what's coming up, but this Pokemon is busted as hell. Absolutely dirty. Whenever anything dies, it gives a 10% increased damage for every Pokemon that died. It's Steel Dark, so it's like, it's insane. I mean, Kangaskhan can deal with it somewhat. But even at that, I mean, I'm about to, like, freaking put this dude through the ringer as far as, like, damage goes. The fake out? Alright, fair enough. I don't even think that matters a whole lot. It's still not going to do, like, a ton of damage just because of the typing. It can use, what is it, Power Up Punch? It can do that. I think it might have, like, another fighting move. Normally it does. Fire Punch. I still don't even think that's going to do a whole lot. Nope. It might burn me. Alright. Back to what I was saying about this game. This game is some bullshit. Alright, this game really does have some, like, vendetta against, like, it has to be, like, tit for tat, and that's, like, how the game, like, operates. I don't get why it operates like that, but, like, from what I'm seeing, that's, like, how it works. I'm telling you, the odds of anything happening like this in real life are so minuscule, there's no way that they're, like, that's planned. That's, like, all I'm trying to say. This game has, like, some, like, just... Flare Blitz has a 20% chance to burn, right? It burnt twice. Fire Punch has a 10% chance to burn. It burnt on the first hit. I got a crit, which is less than, like, basically, like, a 15% chance. On a burn turn. Okay, that's not, you can't do that. That's not even realistic odds. You would literally, like, the amount of times I've seen stuff happen in this game, I think it is literally, I could go to a casino and, like, actually win, like, almost every day, if that's, like, how, like, often things happen in this game. I've had, like, 10% chances happen 3 or 4 times in, like, one match. I've had 3 crits land back-to-back from my opponent on me. What are you doing, Dad?
Want to go out and move?
Not right now. Honestly, not today. Yeah, I'm just saying, this game has had just insane, it's not even RNG, it's just, I think it's planned. I think at some point, if, like, you have, like, for instance, something that misses, they have to miss. If you burn someone, you get a crit. If, like, you paralyze them, they paralyze you or something like that. Like, I think it's very, like, even. I don't think there's actual real RNG in this game, which is kind of unfortunate. And I also think the higher you go up, you just straight up, I think that, like, the odds are, like, more against you, essentially, if you win too much. If I didn't get a burn right there, I would have won that match. Not even, I don't even need it, like, I know I would have won that match. That burn literally, like, basically let them win a game. And the burns I got didn't matter a whole lot because I still was going to be able to basically do what I was doing. But the burn that they got was, like, literally critical enough for them to, like, win the match. I think, personally, I think that this game is rigged. I think this game is actually rigged. I can't prove it, but that's what I think. I think if you are not running 100% accurate moves in the most unopportune time, like, again, that's a crit. That's another crit off of something that doesn't even increase crit odds. I think the crit chance in this game is probably like a 30%. chance. It might be 20%. Like, the real odds for that is, like, extremely low in, like, the actual games. But yeah, it's PvP. Yeah, I played this game enough on Showdown to know like what they're doing is like some like friggin' bullshit. It's not real. They're not real odds. I literally missed a 90% chance, and I was on a 4-win streak. I missed a 90% chance move, and then missed a 95% chance move on this Pokemon. I missed this move, which is, let me see, hold on, 90% accurate, and then I use Hyper Beam, which is, I mean, a 90% accurate. But you cannot miss two 90% accurate moves back to back. That's just not a thing. This thing's gonna use Triple Axe, so I really have no response to it. It's unfortunate. They might use U-turn, but whatever. I'm just gonna Hyper Beam and hope it does. Ooh, I might kill it. Hold on. Hold on. Hey. Now I'm gonna die this turn though. This thing for sure. Oh, it has U-turn. Alright. I mean, I knew I had a U-turn, but it is what it is. I could have used Leaf Storm there, and it probably would have been a better option. I'm getting played right now. I'm actually getting like just stomped on. They're not even using anything that's like crazy. I actually have a posture knocking this thing out. Started. Yeah. I think I can actually extreme speed this and kill it. It's gonna be at like either like 3% health or like dead. Okay. There we go. Now they're gonna throw out Rotom Wash. I can't do anything about it. The only thing I had an answer to this for, I literally got killed already, so that's just unfortunate. I'm just gonna try to do damage. That was a lot more damage than I thought. A crit. Alright. I literally just think this game has some of the most, like, I just think it's cheating. I really do. I don't think this game is like actually a cool log on anything. They gave me a crit and let them land that move, by the way. Like, Hydro Pump is like an 80% chance. I really don't think that they actually like got that, so it is what it is. And they're gonna use Hydro Pump, and they missed. I hate to say this. I really do. I literally thought that was gonna happen. I thought that was actually going to happen, and that's the reason why I Dragon Danced. I honestly predicted the game was just going to play some bullshit on that guy for doing Hydro Pump twice in a row. Literally, I thought they were going to do that, because it had a 20% chance to miss, and I was like, there's no way it's landing twice in a row. I literally won because I just predicted the game and just screwed him over. They gave me that crit because they let Hydro Pump land. The next turn, he used Hydro Pump again, and the game basically said, nope, sorry, you're not doing that. This should not kill. This kills, that'd be insane. This should kill, because I'm +1 attack, and it's also super effective, and they have an item. Yeah. Insane. I just baited the game. And you can say that wasn't bait, but I'm like, there's no way. Like, it's almost a coin flip. If it's not 100% in this game, you have like a 50% chance of like landing anything. And if you're on a win streak, like increase that by like, you have like a 25% chance of landing. You might as well not even use a move that's like less than 100% if you're like basically doing anything. It's crazy. I'll play like one more, I think, and then probably gonna go eat and like do something. So see, Autumn Wash. This is a very similar team. I'm gonna lead again with like Arcanine because I can just like click Flare Blitz and just do like an insane amount of damage like anything. There's three things that Tyranitar's just gonna get literally just stomped on by, so I'm not gonna like worry about that. But then again, that Mega Delphox on the other hand, that's kind of an issue. I'll probably keep it in my back pocket just in case it is the Mega Delphox, and also they have that Zoroark. Not a huge deal, but it is enough of a deal where I feel like keep watch for that. And the Superior really pretty much just should wall Rotom if I play it right. I would predict a switch here, which I could use Claire. I don't think it's a bad option, but if they do stay in for some reason, I don't want to get a whole switch. Sure. I do get a 2-stat buffs off this though, for like Masquerader, so he's gonna come in like Meganium, probably Meganium. They have that on their team right now. That I probably should have cleared, but I knew I was gonna like switch them out essentially. I don't know who's faster though. I know for a fact. I mean, Tyranitar just straight up bodies this thing hard. They could use that into intimidated too, so like overall this is really good for me. Actually, I'm just gonna Flare Blitz. So proc my, actually no, this is gonna proc my Citrus Berry, put me into the yellow, bring me back up to green. What's up, Harsh? Thing dies if it stays in. Either way, this is solid damage. What up, Harsh? attention. I think this game is fun, but I do think that the RNG is not so much RNG. I think it's kind of not RNG, actually. They're gonna predict the switch out, but it doesn't really matter. This thing has levitate. I'm just gonna use extreme speed. Actually, should I switch out? Because I can switch back in and lower the other dude's attack. If I use Dazzling Gleam, I should be able. Actually, I don't know who's faster. I assume it's faster. I'm just gonna use extreme speed and then call it good. Ooh, that kills? Hell yeah. Didn't expect that. That thing's defense sucked. Mega Delphox does seem good, but apparently his defenses are good. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna play rough again. It's good except for that one. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. That happens all the time. That is so common. That's the stuff I'm talking about. That is almost like... That's why this game's bullshit. There is no way two people at 90% chance move, 80% and a 95% chance move, I think, are missing on the same turn, and it happens all the time. All the time. That happens way too much. Way too much for it to be like a common thing. That happens so frequently. It is ridiculous. I'm gonna miss this. Nope, I did. Okay, good. If someone misses their move in this game, you have like literally almost 100% chance if you can miss, you're gonna miss. There's almost like that happens so frequently. It's ridiculous. I think I might have misplayed this, but I don't really think I did. I might have, but I don't know. Because that thing can't use close combat, and this probably Oko freaking. I don't have like any priority moves. I think I might have lost this after playing like really good. This is like the only downside of Tyranitar, that this dude has like basically there's like a fighting type Pokemon you feel like freaking like bonk on. Like knock off and like hope for the best. I'm probably just gonna die in one hit though, like doesn't matter. Yeah. That's how it goes. Nah, that's some bullshit though. I'm sorry. This game does that too much for it to not be like planned. There's no way. I lost to like literally the game just being like the game. I like play rough misses like when you don't want it to, obviously like every move that has like inaccuracy, but it is so common. Oh, thank you, Parsh. Thank you. It's so common though. It happens all the time. Let me see. So play rough. Let's look at this. 90% accuracy. They had Hydro Pump, 80% accuracy, and a 90% chance accuracy move. Dude, I'm not even going to look at the odds. The odds of those missing on the same turn are beyond minuscule. Like, it is abysmally low that would happen. And it happens, like, almost every game. It's like every other game it happens. It is way too common. Or if they get paralyzed on one turn, you miss your move. That's another thing too that happens a lot. So it's just, it's overall just, it's rough. I think it's just bullshit. I also don't like that I can't see the opponent's speed stat, because that's like what you always look at in like Showdown. That's like a thing you can just look at. I don't really like that you can't see it in this. I kind of think Tyranitar is good, but I think for this team it might not be that good. I don't know. I kind of want to put, like, I want to try out this, like, Machamp that I built, but whatever. I blame the game for, like, a lot of these losses, and I hate to say that, but I think this game does have just ridiculous, like, you miss so much, it crits so much, you can't predict anything in this game. If you do anything positive, the game, like, almost actively punishes you for it, so it's like, I don't know. It's like if you win, you win. If you lose, it's just like, I don't know. You don't, it's just like how it goes. I'm definitely bringing this guy, because I need to take out Hippowdon and all that. Meowscarada seems to be, like, a pretty common first turn. Honestly, like, this team is just, I don't know, this doesn't even look that bad. Meowscarada, like I said, is probably going to come out first. Thank you so much. I don't want the kids though. Ooh, we trade the Stealth Rocks. Yep. Ooh, and the kill off of it too. Let's go. Big. Yeah, it's only my birthday. You just said that you're pregnant. I don't have like a really good response to this. I think I'm just gonna die. It's fine. Fine with me. Ooh, okay. I always forget I have Quick Ball. That is another thing. This activates way too much for it to be 20%. Quick Ball activates probably every third turn for me. Not even third. I would say, like, if I'm playing a match and I have like 4 turns with this guy, it's doing on them like almost, I would like guarantee like 1 or 2 of them. Ooh, get him. They don't expect that. Ooh, I'm gonna 1v1 the King Gambit with my King Gambit. They're gonna lose. Oh, and the spikes. Oh, and the rocks. Well, the rocks gonna take off my my sash too, so I might not have like an instant win, but it probably will, honestly. I mean, that's not punishing. That's just how that set goes. That guy does like a very standard. That's what my set is with that guy. Let's switch in here. And that we're mirroring each other. The mirror match. The brick break. If this hits, I instantly like kill it. Oh, it's dancing? Yeah, there's no way. You're dead. You dead. You're out of here. Get him out of here. Fuck, dude, you called it. You called it. You called it. Dude, you called it. That's funny. Dude, I'm telling you, this game has some absolute bogus stuff going on with it. It was a crit, by the way. That was a crit. Absolutely ridiculous. This game has some, like, it's really rough as far as that goes. No one uses Mega Garchomp for some reason. No one uses it. It's kind of weird. Alright, Seth. Thank you. I'm streaming on YouTube, and my stream on YouTube is so bad. It's like squished. It's like a vertical stream. I don't even know what to do here. Palafin's gonna be the lead, and they're gonna switch into some garbage. I'm just gonna, like... Actually... What can I catch him off guard with? I'm just gonna go Arcanine. Superior, and then that. Yeah, if they're honestly, that's what I'm thinking about doing that. If they're predictable enough to where I can be like, that's gonna happen because this is the game, I'm like gonna actually use that to my advantage and be like, if it doesn't happen, it's how it goes. But like, so far, it seems to be very like, I wouldn't even say predictable. It's just very misleading. I don't know, maybe not even misleading. It's just very annoying. Alright, I'm gonna check this out. This is actually not what it is. Yeah, it's actually, I knew that just from looking at it. Get out of here, Zoroark. I'm just gonna play Blitzers. And that attack falling. Let me see what the percentage is on this. Oh, okay. So it's actually a 100%. That is a 100% chance to lower your defense. So that is actually a fair move. Fair move. Alright. Bulldoze. That might have been really close enough. Can't lie. Yeah, that one's the, like, really specific one. Also, I'm gonna switch out here. Intimidate by itself is one of, like, the better abilities in the game. I don't have a good switch in for this, though. That kind of sucks. You know what? I'm not gonna switch out, and I'm just going to... Actually, I kind of have to. So I don't know. I just kind of have to. I just don't have a good option on this. I think I have to, like, sack this. I don't want to, but I think I have to. Why is it Quick Claw? Is it gonna use Extreme Speed? Like, what is it gonna do? Yeah, that doesn't matter. That was already gonna, like, kill me anyway. Alright. This move can never miss, by the way. This Kowtow Cleave, which is like this guy's signature move. I don't know how I'm living these, by the way. If I get burnt, I'm gonna be so pissed. Thank you. I haven't won enough yet for me to get burnt. Super Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is if they attack you and you put that move, then you do priority against it. So there we go. Gengar. Oh no. We're gonna Sucker Punch again. I'm just gonna sucker punch until they attack me. And that's how you win. Hey. So in this game, I think the best way to play this is actually having moves that are 100% accurate, which is typically how you want to play the game, but in this case it might be like even more so, because it seems to be like you miss a lot. I have 2 ghost type, 1 fighting type, and potentially a fighting type. And, still thinking of leading with this. Yeah, it's water type. I can just straight up just do this. They have no dragon types. Mega Lopunny might be annoying to deal with if I don't have. That's fine. Arcanine, for being a non-legendary Pokemon, is... I mean, all these are non-legendary, but it's like putting in the work right now for me. This thing's probably like my #1 used Pokemon. Ooh. Oh my god. This thing, they're not running a Zoroark, I'm not mistaken, so... Battle info real quick. I don't know how to look at their team. Whatever. Flare Blitz are gonna switch. I don't even know they're not switching. No, they're not switching. I mean, thick fat is a thing, so I get that, but like, sure. Could leech seed me too. Sleep powder's kind of cringe. In all honesty, regardless of my situation, this is probably the best outcome. My other 2 Pokemon being asleep would have been worse. So happy on playing this, whatever this is. Really fun. Not bringing my grass Pokemon with me. That is brutal in this case. I think I'd actually outstall it, but it's just like, this is just like not a fun thing to play against. I really hope they miss their sleep powder. They're gonna probably try to PP stall me, but I think Flare Blitz has like a ridiculous amount of PP. times like this is whenever I can't even like understand how to like play this, I guess. Sleep Powder has like a 75% accurate move, and this dude landed it twice with no issues. I hate everything about this. This is just not fun to play against. Actually, that is super hard. I don't know why I did this. I have a fire move on Sylveon. Whatever, they're in a leech seed. They have nothing else to do, so. I only kept them there because they can't make 2 Pokemon fall asleep. If they can make 2 Pokemon fall asleep, I might run a sleep only team, and then that's just how I win games. That is ridiculous. That's bullshit. You should not be able to make 2 Pokemon fall asleep. And learning that 3 times in a row is even more so. That is ridiculous. So I guess whenever I see Mega Venusaur, I'm just gonna like her Venusaur. I'm just gonna be like, cool, time to like stick a grass Pokemon on my team so like this doesn't happen. Why is Sleep Claws not in the game? I don't get that at all. That should be in the game 100%. I don't even know what to say, man. Landing 3 Sleep Powders in a row is ridiculous. And on top of that, having 2 Pokemon able to be falling asleep on your same, I don't know. Can I pick music? I think so. You pick it in the main menu, though. Oh, this game, by the way, I don't know, like, so Pokemon Showdown has perfected, like, everything to do with this game, right? They did nothing with that game. They just said, cool, that's a video game, we're gonna do our own thing. There is some actual, like, illegal, like, what they're doing right now, allowing 2 of my Pokemon to fall asleep on 1 turn, that's illegal in that game. In fact, sleep in general, unless it's applied by Yawn, is completely banned in the entire game. You can't use sleep. For the exact reason of what's being shown here. It's way too strong. You can't do anything against it. Your Pokemon has an RNG between 2 to 5 turns of falling asleep. So you can't do anything in that time frame. That finally missed. They landed it 3 times in a row. There's a 75% chance of landing. Yeah, sleep is literally like the most anti-anything in the game. It's not playing the game, and that's like the reason why it's banned. I just switched out there. I might be able to actually kill this thing right here. That's a big maybe. This is just like big brain play, so if I'm asleep, then that's just unfortunate. Actually, I killed it. Holy crap. Holy crap. That was some big brain plays right there. I knew it was going to make him fall asleep. I switched, and it actually landed. That was a thing. And, Yeah, so there's that. That's insane. Cool. Did that. It is what it is. Sleep is what you use for catching vendors. It's not. It's really not. It's literally like ice is on purpose a horrible to inflict. Like it doesn't like you can't really inflict ice. That or what is it called? You know what I'm saying though. You can't frozen. You can't basically make someone frozen easily in this game because it's literally the most broken thing in the entire game. I don't know why they didn't put a sash on that. This is just a bad player who just has a G-strat. You would put a sash on a Pokemon that would die instantly to a Sucker Punch. Literally, that alone tells you this person's bad at the game. Yeah, Earthquake, whatever. Good job. You put, like, Earthquake on that thing. Nice. And they're down to 1 HP. Might have been a sash, might not have been. Don't know. Okay, it is a sash. Cool. So they put a sash on the Pokemon that they really shouldn't have a sash on, but here we go. And I'm just going to spam this until I win. Or they're going to High Shard me somehow and then do that, I guess. They overridden my priority. Nice. Very cool. Didn't actually predict that. That was a good move on them. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. I didn't actually think they had a priority move on that. Didn't predict that at all. If you have Sucker Punch, you use Sucker Punch and they use a priority move. Sucker Punch is at neutral priority, I think, so it's actually... No, it's at +1, but it's a weird thing. Basically, if anything uses priority move and you Sucker Punch, it like negates Sucker Punch. Good move on them. I didn't predict that. Doesn't deter from the fact that sleep should be banned. Or at least only one Pokemon asleep at a time. Anything past that's just way too much. Yeah, that's stupid. I think Tyranitar is, it's good, but I don't know if it's like good in this meta. Every time I use it, everything just like kills it like in one hit practically. King Gambit covers the dark slot, so I don't really think I really need it. Frostlass might be actually good. That might be a really good mega for this. Yeah, Frostlass has a new mega. Incineroar is good. I think I'm going to use Frostlass. I'm going to try this. The only issue with Frostlass is like it's a guaranteed lead Pokemon, so like it's very predictable, like what you're gonna do. It's like kind of the only issue with it. Yeah, I know what it's based on. It's actually pretty cool. Its new evolution or new mega looks like one of those ponies from like Japan mythology, and that's what they're going for, I assume. And by the way, Mega or Tyranitar isn't bad. It's just I think right now there's a lot of things that counter it, especially with one of the most common Pokemon being Garchomp, which straight up earthquakes it, and it's just really, it hits really hard. Everything hits really hard against it, so it's just kind of hard to use. Superior isn't even that bad. It's just kind of an odd Pokemon. Alright, I am making progress, but it's not like a lot of progress. I still think I should have won that last match. I just didn't predict Ice Shard. Garchomp is just really good. You're not wrong. It's just a really good Pokemon. Frostlass without its Mega is pretty horrible, honestly. They have a Ditto. That's interesting. That's not good. I can't use Frostlass. If they put an Aurora Veil up on their side, that's just gonna suck. Which also means I really can't use. So I'm pretty much restricted to like these four. Because if they use Ditto against my King Gambit and they use Brick Break against me, they're going to be faster and just kill me in one hit. The only issue is like my ability to take out Charizard is kind of pretty low. Which means I have to set spikes. So we'll do that, or rocks, because I can drop it at 50% health, and then I actually am going to use this. About the best I can do. They have a lot of checks to like my Pokemon on this team. This is just going to be kind of hard. Ditto and Myra. Alright, we're sending out Charizard first. That is not good at all. Very smart of them though. If I had Rock set up, that was not going to be a fun time. I'm already at a huge loss here. This is not good. I have to like play some like big mind games with this to get back in a positive position. Normally they go Charizard wide, typically. It sets Sun on the field, so it pretty much negates water attacks while increasing fire attacks. Pretty standard. I just didn't expect it to come out first. I don't think they're going to stay in. I'm pulling a really ballsy move here. I'm going to, no actually, I can just Flare Blitz. That should cover a lot. I shouldn't do a ton of damage, so this should draw me to like red health. Yep. Which is fine, because now I can extreme speed and trade. I'm actually in a positive situation here. If they switch, I can switch back into Skarm, reset rocks, and it dies on one turn when it switches back in. So I'm back in a positive situation, because if they stay in, I kill it. If they switch out, there's a really good chance I can just kill it. Yeah. It is kind of a noob move. I also don't know why they did it again after they literally saw that it just... They literally saw that my HP went above what it was, so there's no way they're gonna kill me the next turn with it. Yeah, kind of rough. Noob, yeah, I agree. So I extreme speed on that, taking off their sash if they had one. That I win. I don't even know what that was. That was horrible. They could have used anything. Like literally anything would have killed me except that move. I was in red health on a non-defensive Pokemon that didn't kill me. That's insane. Yeah, Dittoing on a non-boost Arcanine. That's rough. Dookie moment. That is what it is. Intimidate, sure. And also, there's Scarf too, so whatever move they select here, which is definitely not Flare Blitz, they're going to just straight up eat everything. They're just going to eat dirt. They should extreme speed, but I don't know what they're going to do, because that's what I'm clicking. I'm going to put this dude like at half health. There's no way they can win, but they can at least play optimally. That's how I see it. Okay, they did click the right move in this situation. I'm just gonna test this out. I want to see if Skarmory dying actually helps out King Gambit. It makes his attack stronger. But I also just want to see if he can like live a hit. Because his defense is like spec'd out all the way. I think it should be able to. Use a Brave Bird, knock it down to like no health. So it's locked into Flare Blade. It's the only thing you can't use. Yeah, it lived in 1 health. I mean, that's like pretty good, I feel like. The recoil that it's gonna take is gonna be nuts. I think it's gonna be like down to like half health or less just because of that, yeah. Well, I'm going to move my 3rd slot. Alright, this time I actually might play like 1, maybe 2 more. Probably get off for like 5. This game is free, by the way, and there's like a lot of... You don't really need to actually like build... You don't need to have like Pokemon import. You can just like play this game. And it's like Battle Revolution, but like... better. I don't know, just sometimes I think the RNG use is ridiculous. A lot of the moves I've been using though are very yeah, it's free and you get like, so I'll show you how you recruit Pokemon. So you go over here to this recruit tab and then you clear as this, make new lineup, and in this case you have to wait 24 hours to do this once. I have like enough whatever to like do it for free essentially. And Pokemon in general, like all these games, Pokemon Go, Pokemon TCG, this game, yeah, she's hot, yeah, you're right, she's hot. And all these games are super user-friendly, all the Pokemon ones, like they're like the most like free-to-play, I would say, of all like free-to-play games, which is very nice. This Pokemon's ass. All 3 of the monkeys are in here for some reason. They're all bad. All of them. None of them are good. This is actually horrible. I mean, Hydrate is not that bad, but... I mean, Milotic's not terrible. You just can't really do a whole lot besides wall things. Cofagrigus is interesting. That Pokemon's bad. That is actually a pretty solid moveset, like right there, that like alone is like almost usable out of the gate. I'd probably get Milotic out of all those. The only nice thing about Hydreigon is it's not like ×4 weak to, well, it's ×4 weak to Fairy, which sucks. I don't know, it's just not really that good of a Pokemon. I'll run it back one more time. Let's run it with a normal type affinity ticket, see what happens, see what normal type Pokemon we can get. We got Snorlax, Tauros is not bad. That's it. That's literally it. Actually, Mega Aerodactyl is not bad either. I actually like Mega Aerodactyl. Very fast. I mean, frail to everything, don't get me wrong, but I think it has a really good speed stat. It's like top 5 fastest in the game. I'm gonna recruit this just because I can. I like Aerodactyl. I use it a lot in like Gen 6. The VP victory points is like the game's like microtransactions or whatever. This is the battle pass. I've already like maxed it out basically. I feel very proud of myself for doing that already. I mean, I'm gonna play this probably over Showdown just because of like, I think it allows more people to like play and stuff like that. So I mean, that's kind of cool. I do want to use Mega Frostless at least once. And this is going to be on the phone too, by the way. So it's going to be a phone game and a Switch game. Yeah, but the thing is, you pay like $50 a year and you unlock everything, and it changes like every month. So like, I may do that just because I like the game a lot, but the game has like no incentive to do that. Like all these Pokemon I'm using are like free, and they're like not even bad Pokemon, and you can adjust them however you want. So it's nice. No, it's not even that. I've gotten like top 100 in Showdown. I like know how to play the game. I'm like, it's just like, I'm fine. I mean, I also want to get up to like master rank in this. Don't get me wrong, but like, yeah. Delphox, Dragon. Mimikyu is pretty annoying to deal with. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is the first time though. Yeah, I was top 100 in my Ubers. I've also beat a top 4 person in Ubers as well. King Gambit's just freaking nuts. That is such a good Pokemon. It's hard for me not to bring him on there. I get like essentially like 3 turns out of one guy essentially, and he's doing like insane amounts of damage. I do. That's coming later. I've been training all this time for that. Alright, check this out. This is actually a cool Mega. This is one of the nicer ones. Oh, did I not put the freaking thing on it? Oh, fuck me. I didn't even do it right. That's unfortunate. I feel really dumb. Aurora Veil half physical, it half space for all damage coming into your team. But I do have Destiny Bond on this thing, so... Also, the 3D models in this game are very, very nice. I like the 3D models in this game. It's probably like the first Pokemon game where I'm like, they're actually good. I thought Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were pretty good, but like this game actually has like solid 3D models. I feel evil using Destiny Bond, but you know, if you can put sleep on multiple Pokemon, I feel like Destiny Bond's pretty acceptable. I don't know what it's gonna do. I feel like it's gonna do like a heavy slam or something, but it might boost up, so that's why I'm being kind of wary from using Destiny Bond turn 1. That was just the setup. This is the prank. Ooh! Hook, line, and sinker, baby. Hook, line, and sinker. I got in his head. I got in his head. Black and White, no, those were good games. XY I think was not that bad. I think people just don't like it a lot, but I don't even think the game's that bad, to be honest. I don't even know what like item it has. Like, is that a choice card? I assume it has a choice card. It doesn't matter to me though. I'm already like using what I want. Actually, putting a scarf on me is freaking nuts. I have like a absolute like insane stab on this, and it's just making me faster. Like hell yeah, thanks. Did you see that big brain, that mega brain? Because they knew that I had Destiny. They wanted to see if I had Destiny Bond because they're gonna see if I was gonna prank them turn 1. I baited them, thinking I was gonna go for attacks. Nah, dude, I had it. I had it. Gyarados. Sure. Stay in here. I don't know. Mega Evolve, this thing's gonna get ran over like a minute. If it hits me again, I don't even think it can like do anything. I don't even think it can kill on one hit. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be wholeheartedly honest. I don't think it can do it one hit. Maybe if a Mega Evolves. If a Mega Evolves here, there's a possibility. There we go. This dude is gonna be very pissed when he sees that I brought King Gambit. Because there's no way I can lose, essentially. Oh no. And it's a crit. The useless crit. Staple of this game. The staple of this game. We're gonna go straight into King Gambit. Freaking not even gonna. This is joke for him. He knows it too. He's pissed. I know it. That's cool. I can't even believe I can like live the hit like that. That's insane. Alright, GG's. Next one is fine. Sword, Sun and Moon was bad. Sword and Shield was definitely. That was not good. I like the actual Sword and Shield. I like the combat. I do like the actual Dynamax. I think that's a good mechanic. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it. Whatever. Scarlet Violet, trash. I don't like that. That game is literally the worst Pokemon game out. I don't think that game is good at all. I can genuinely say wholeheartedly that game made me not want to play that game. Z through A is pretty good. I would say it's like mid. Really the last good Pokemon game in my opinion was like probably XY. Yeah. I just think, yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't think XY, don't even get me wrong. I mean, to give that game that game was difficult, there's nothing in that game that's hard. Nothing in Sun and Moon is hard either. I mean, Z3, yeah, you're right. But, I mean, I think the last challenging game was Black and White, especially Black and White 2. I think Gen 4 wasn't even that hard, except, like, Cynthia was just, like, an insane power spike. And anything before Gen 4 was difficult. I'd say those games were actually difficult. I don't think Gen 4 was that hard. I just think literally Cynthia was such like a big leap in difficulty that everyone remembers it. I think 5 is better than 4. I just like 4 more because of nostalgia. Gen 6 is like one of my favorite games, so I think Gen 6 is probably my favorite, and then 4, then probably 5 at this point, and then 3, and then everything else is like after that. Okay. Hard Gold, Soul Silver, nice, nice. I don't want to say I should go back and play those, but it would be kind of nice to like go see them again. I remember before Pokemon Go, they had like a little like Pokeball thing that you would like keep, and I used to walk around with that with my parents and train my Pokemon that I like took from the game. This is like the most standard team I've ever seen in this game. It's like this is like a very typical Champions team right here. I'm gonna go with the lead on Masquerada. I use it a lot, honestly. We're gonna go with this. I need to go put Aurora Veil on Frostless. That is a crime. That is a crime. I don't have Aurora Veil on it yet. I totally forgot to do that again. Dude, this King Gambit set is just... I think the King Gambit set will put me in Masters just because it's like King Gambit. Literally, this Kowtow Cleave with a Focus Sash and a Sucker Punch kills almost anything. Like, almost anything in the game it will die to. Just that combo alone. Aurora Veil, what it does is it halves incoming attacks and special attacks for your whole team for like 4 or 5 turns. It's like it's the best wall in the game. It's ridiculously good. You can only set it in snow though, so that's why this Pokemon like I can set it because it has snow when the Mega evolves. Yeah, it's like literally like the best defensive like move in the entire game, like bar none. Yeah, I don't even know why Hippowdon stayed in on that. That's insane that they like let that thing stay in. That dude was like literally left for dead. I don't even like that dude had no chance. Yeah, literally won by forfeit. That's what I was saying. I was like instant win on that, like absolutely. And I was gonna like they're thinking I'm gonna Aurora Veil next turn. Jokes on them. I don't even have Aurora Veil. Alright, 3 wins in a row. If I win one more time, I'll probably be in like high rank 1. Actually, I need to play the game one more time because if I win the next match, I'll probably be like rank 1, and if I win again, I'll be in Masters. Yeah, I'll get off 20 games later. Blizzard, Drainicus. The issue is, like, this is, like, it's just a solid set. I just don't think Taunt is going to be as useful. In actual Showdown, Taunt's really useful. It's, like, literally one of the best moves in the game. People are so bad at this game that Taunt is useless. I can't taunt anything because in singles, it's just, like, straight up, like, everybody's just clicking attacking moves. So, like, maybe in doubles it's useful, but, like, in singles, it's really not that useful. Let's bring Aurora Veil. Where is it? Is it not an ice move? Am I going crazy? Here it is. Gives the user the Aurora Veil status condition. I like how that move is like, it doesn't, that is such a bad description what this move does. That is such a bad description. Here, I'll show you what this does. Actually, I can't because my new Swords Dance or Attack Twice. There's nothing I can use Swords Dance for in this Pokemon. And then, yeah, that's it. Ooh. So, Aurora Veil halves damage from physical and special moves for 5 turns. It can be only used during hail or snow, but the effects continue if the weather changes or subsides. It is by far like the best move in the entire, like, it's probably like top 20 best moves, I would say, in the entire game. It's not top, maybe even top 10. I could see it being top 10. It's just the Pokemon that have received it were kind of trash until this Mega came out. Like, this Mega is like the first Pokemon to actually use it. Oh! Yeah, no, I mean, really, that's what it is. They're like Swords Dance or Attack Twice. I mean, you might see a Swords Dance, but it's like really misplaced. It's like it's not supposed to happen. I think I might get a free Aurora Veil on this, I'll be totally honest, because if they send out Hippowdon, Hippowdon is really good, but I just straight up eat that dude for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. So they changed how Hail works. You're correct, but Hail doesn't do damage to non-Ice type Pokemon anymore. So, to answer your question, no. But certain Pokemon benefit from the Hail, but Hail is still ass. It's the worst weather condition. So the nice thing about it is, instead of using Cloud 9 as an ability to erase weather, like, for instance, Hippowdon comes out and you use a Sandstream because it's its ability, right? I turn into Mega Frostless, I override that weather, so I become basically Snow. So it gets them at a disadvantage, while it puts me in an advantage, while giving me no negatives. So Sandstorm's the only damaging one so far. So in other words, I'm benefiting from everything while keeping them at a negative advantage. So that's like all you want. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. In this case, it will be kind of rough because they might send in a Charizard, which I'm pretty sure. If you see a Charizard, it's probably their Mega. So if they have Mega Y, it can change my weather helmet. So this will be kind of a weird weather situation here. This probably has a sash on it. I'm just guaranteeing it has a sash on it. It always has a sash on it. If it doesn't, this guy sucks. So we're just going to Blizzard on this. So essentially I have a free turn. Frostlass is also one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. It might be Looney or Moon, or like Moon. Frostlass, Snow Warning, Blizzard, and also Blizzard hits 100% of the time in snow. But, I mean, it slows my speed, which is the big deal. That is kind of a big deal for me, honestly. It's not that big of a deal, but it's a big enough deal to where I can't stay in. But Stealth Rocks doesn't matter a whole lot in this case. So I can do a little veil, pop that up. It's also, that's a super cool effect. It's like Battle Evolution for once. So like they actually animate all the moves. Getting Aurora Veil up literally is like, this guy can't do like anything against me basically. Like that should have killed me like 100%. Blizzard again. They should have just gun-hoed this straight up like launch like Power Gen on me. Like 100%. They're gonna send in Charizard most likely, if they have it. Mega Evolve. Yep. So this is almost guaranteed Charizard Y. I don't know if I'm faster or not. I really don't know, but I'm just gonna Destiny Bond and hope for the best. I feel like Charizard should be faster, but Frostless is also like insanely fast though. Okay. I feel like if I just didn't spec it out right, I really should be faster than Charizard. Weather Ball is nuts, by the way. That's just a really good ability. Or a really good should. Man, that's ass. Intimidate. Yeah, that is still rough though. It's gonna extreme speed. So the only bad thing for me is my sash is no longer viable. So that kind of sucks. I'm not for sure what their move there was. That seemed like a very bad play. I don't really know what they were thinking. Like at all. I don't really know what they were thinking at all on that. Maybe they were stalling for Aurora Veil. That probably is what it was. That is what it was, which is smart on them. I honestly forgot that was even a thing, but it benefits me because that just made me like kill one of their strongest Pokemon. I don't think it's killed, but it may. Alright. If I live, which there's no way I'm gonna live, that would be insane. But I'm gonna sucker punch this and they have no chance. They have to attack me. I'm just gonna keep doing it until I literally like can't. So, and we win. Bada bing, bada boom, just like that. Easy money. Easy money. This Pokemon's busted as shit. Let's go. You will, but see, you know how to get around that. I don't like no one in this rank does that. It's kind of funny. That is like an absolute hard counter just for that. You are right, Ethan. You're right. If you like actually did that, that would literally, you would instantly like win. Nobody does use defensive Pokemon. Like, no one uses defensive Pokemon in, like, Ultra Ball rank, at least. Like, it's, like, all just, like, taking the brakes off and just, like, slamming on the gas pedal. Yeah, so we're going here. I literally think this, like, basically, like, it's guaranteed almost Frostless every time. King Gambit every time. It just, like, depending on, like, the Pokemon setup, like, will depend on, like, at that point, like, what it is. Because the thing is, even if I turn 1, right, Frostless, like even if they go Incineroar, they have an extreme advantage. I turn 1, Aurora Veil, and a Destiny Bond. Done. Arkeldon is definitely annoying and very not good to fight for me. So I think to protect my bases, I think well, hold on. I'm going Skarmory, so in case they do Dire Claw, whatever. You have a special attacking Excadrill? That seems crazy. That's nuts. If I win this, though, I'm pretty sure I'll be, like, at the last, like little sliver for, like, tier 1. So, let's see. I'm, like, on a 4. Yeah, okay. So, Incineroar leads out. This is what I'm saying. I literally think, I thought it was going to happen. Because I see Frostless. They're going to do this. They're going to go Intimidate. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter at all. We're in our Aurora Veil. Turn 1, as you're supposed to. They're going to probably Parting Shot. If they don't Parting Shot and they Flare Blitz, that's kind of ridiculous. They might go for a knockoff, but like regardless, they can't knock off a Mega Ring. So we're setting up Aurora Veil. I shouldn't die to anything. That's essentially what I'm saying. Flare Blitz for not even half health. That's wild. This next turn. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. I'll still have 1 turn left on Aurora Veil, which should be enough for me to get some form of progress. Got in his head. Got in his head. And that's good for me because my other 3 Pokemon are all attackers. All physical attackers. So we're switching to this. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. This is what we live for, baby. Right here, right here. Fake out doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. Aurora Veil probably fades off. Critical hit, that's insane, kind of ridiculous. Defense drops, doesn't matter at all. This is so good. They do have a sash, most likely, doesn't really matter. Overnight, alright, fair enough. Not the Pokemon I really want to see, you know. Really not helping the situation here. This is like the worst case scenario, pretty much. I actually can't do anything against this. I think I just lost because of Corviknight. I didn't really see that on their team. Pretty sure I just lost against them, just because of this thing. I should build Skarmory to basically be able to take care of a Corviknight. I don't know if I can do that though. It's kind of like not easy. Maybe if I just put Whirlwind on it, that's enough. I don't need 2 setters. Really, spikes are worthless. I'd rather just have Stealth Rocks. And then if I can put Whirlwind on it, just put Whirlwind on it. I need to get rid of Weak Armor. That's just like a garbage ability for this thing. Steel Wing over. Because essentially, like, dude, there's no way. That's insane. Literally a 10% chance back to back. No shot. The thing has roots too, so it doesn't even like matter. I really just need like a really strong hitting electric Pokemon. Really, Belly Bolt might be an option. Just straight up Belly Bolt might like work. Actually, Belly Bolt would be really, really good. Because Belly Bolt is really good, actually. I need that Pokemon. I could crit, but it's not really gonna like kill it, so I have to get like 2 crits like back to back. This thing not having body press though is crazy. But I could PV stall this thing. I don't think it has enough Iron Heads to kill me. It is literally just It would work, yeah. I don't know, he has 16 PP on Iron Head, so this guy I don't think has much more. I mean, I would say like maybe 3 more in his like chamber. Because it took Skarmory to kill it like a lot. If he had brick, dude, if he had body presses, this game would have been over like half a year ago. There's no way I'm not PP stalling this whole thing. There's no way. Absolutely not. Am I gonna win? No. But there's no way I'm not, like, hopefully gonna... I really think I have to, like... there's no way. I have to PP stall this guy. He only has one attacking option, it's Iron Head. So if they have one more, I lose. But if they switch out... Never give up. You never know. Let's find out. Let's find out. If they have to switch here, I'm like 900% sure I actually get the kill. They have one. Alright, well, GG's. I don't know how many they had. They had to be down to the last one. There was no way. No way. That had to be close. There was no shot. If I had Roost or anything... Really? I don't want to ever do this, but I'm honestly going to switch out and then put Roost on Skarmory. Because if I ever get in a situation like that, I can just straight up, like, not... I can just stall it. That or Whirlwind, one or the other. And Spikes are kind of bad, honestly. Doesn't have Whirlwind. I mean, I can do this though. There's Roost. I need to get rid of weak armor. Pokemon indoors changes the target's evasiveness. That's kind of nice. I just don't think weak armor is like needed for a Pokemon that's like all about defensive stalls and stuff like that. Like it's just kind of like stupid to like lower your defenses. I don't know how I'm winning with this team, by the way. It's just like, I mean, King Gambit's good, but like this team is like not good. I'm using like basically like 3 UU Pokemon against like an entire like army of like basically like pseudo legendaries. Let's see. Someone's finally... This is the first time I've seen Slowbro. I'm not really happy because I'm going to fight Slowbro, but like that, the first time I've seen it. I'll give them that. Good job on that person. They finally, like, there's someone with like a brain that is a good Pokemon to use. I don't know what they're going to say. I mean, Mega Frostless is going to absolutely eat dirt here, but it is what it is. I have to go heavy dark here because I cannot let like Slowbro like stall me with Regenerator. This team is disgusting. I do not like... I have to probably find like a different Pokemon than like Skarmory, but like so far this is like a really gross team right now. I generally don't go for like the stall essentially, but like pretty much it's like Frostless, King Gambit, and like one of the other 4. Like whatever can like cover the most is like the option I'm going with. Slowking, sure. They can set up Chilly Reception too, but they're not gonna probably do that. Taunt would be really good here. I don't have Taunt anymore, but can't cover everything. If I can Destiny Bomb this dude, I would be thrilled. Damage there. They don't have leftovers? That's crazy. They do have a regenerator though, but I'm just absolutely like dumping damage right now, so it doesn't like matter what they like switch into. They're staying in? Are you serious? Wow. Even on like a high roll, like betting on a high roll, that's insane to stay in on that, because it could have like actually swung like 3% the other way. It's like 2 to 3%. That's a bold move, man. Bold move. This guy's still kind of slow though, but they're gonna need last respects. I'm gonna Destiny Bomb this. Another Shadow Balling. Okay. Fair enough. I don't know how fast this Pokemon is. I feel like I think it's faster than it is. I feel like I should have spread that, but whatever. As long as I can do chip damage, I'm fine. I don't really care. Brave Bird. Sash. Call it a good day. Doesn't matter how much you do, but it doesn't matter. I honestly forgot you can do that every single time. I need to like actually remember that. This is like me actually not playing the game right. Oh, actually no. Alright. I still don't think 100% not have that happen, but here we are. It could go on with it. They have 2 priority moves. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't actually. They have the Aqua Jet here. Either way, I need to go Sucker Punch. Like, this is what it is. They have Aqua Jet, they win. They don't. Okay, I win. Alright. I almost clicked on mine. That was way too close. I didn't get that close. battle pass. Yeah, I think that's pretty much good. Alright, thank you all for watching. Jacob, thank you. See you, Ethan.